I'm not going to get awarded edgewise, I just want to tell you a quick little story about one of the greatest days of my life last year. If you're out of the bathroom or eating popcorn or fell asleep during this thing, I told a story about my ninth grade English teacher, Janet Goldstein, who turned me on to Harlan and eventually turned me into a writer. The film screened at Lincoln Center last year, and I flew back to New York, and it was the first time I'd seen Janet in 20-some years, and brought her to the screening, and all she knew was that I was taking her to the screening of this documentary, and we were going to reconnect. It was a lovely reunion, and we sat there in the middle of Lincoln Center, and the first time I popped up in the film, I looked over and her eyes were both bugging out of her head, and the second or third time I told the story about her, and she almost had a heart attack. It was an amazing experience, topped only by the generosity of Harlan and Eric Nelson after the film, the director, who came over the stage at Lincoln Center and pointed her out, and I got my ninth grade English teacher a standing ovation at Lincoln Center. And now I know who her favorite student ever. Sorry, that's it. It's probably the last you'll hear from me because I'm going to be, quote, interviewing Harlan Ellison. So Harlan, why don't you just come down and start talking?